It's completely plant-based, so no pigs died to make this bacon. So don't kill animals to eat or to get some bacon flavors. Hey, Julian over here. So today we're gonna make some healthy, high protein, low calorie lentil soup. This is my favorite freaking recipe when I'm on a fat loss phase because it has a lot of volume and very little calories. And the coolest thing is that I use it to, build muscle, shred fat. And my girlfriend, she was the one that gave me this recipe. So I'm kind of stealing that recipe from her. She might get a little upset. Sorry, babe. I just had to put it out there because I know that people are gonna love this, but all credit goes to you because you showed me the recipe, okay? So let's go ahead and dive in and start prepping this delicious freaking soup. All right, so let's talk about the ingredients that we're gonna use to cook this delicious freaking lentil soup, okay? So we're gonna use some zucchini. We're gonna use some tomatoes, carrots, onions, sweet potatoes, tempeh, because we're gonna add some protein with the tempeh, and of course, lentils, okay? So let's go ahead and start chopping up this thing so we can start making the delicious soup. All right, so before I actually start chopping things up, I'm gonna start warming up the pot. That way, once I finish chopping up the onions, I can just throw them in there and I can start sauteing them real quick, okay? All right, so warm it up, put it at slow fire, and we can start chopping up the onions. All right, so I just add a little bit of Pam to the pot. We saute the onions. All right, so now that we chopped up the onions and they're sauteing here in the pot, I'm gonna start peeling the carrots and the sweet potatoes, chopping them up so we can add them to the mix, to the soup. This soup is so freaking delicious. All right, now that we peeled this up, let's go ahead and chop it up. Carrots ready, let's go ahead and nab them over here. Let's chop up the sweet potatoes now. Go like this. Just add this in here. And then let's do the zucchini now. A lot of people are worried about toxins and pesticides in the veggies. And one of the easiest ways, one of the ways to make sure that you're getting rid of pesticides, toxins, and all that stuff that's added to the veggies is peeling them, because you're removing the outer layer. So you can peel them, boil them, and cook them, and that's if you want to be extra safe. Since the zucchini cooks up pretty fast, I'm gonna add it at the end. I'm just gonna leave it here. And I'm just gonna add the tempeh. I'm gonna throw it in there with the water and the lentils, and then that's gonna get cooked up. And then it's gonna get, spread it in the soup. Smoky maple bacon, okay? So it's gonna add some delicious flavor. It's completely plant-based, so no pigs died to make this bacon. So don't kill animals to eat or to get some bacon flavors. All right, so let's weigh in the lentils just to make sure we're hitting the right amount, because we want to be super accurate. We want to have all the macros for everything at the end. We want to know exactly how many lentils, what's the weight of the lentils, how many sweet potatoes, and be very accurate with the calories and everything we're eating, okay? So now that I weighed the lentils, I'm just gonna throw it in here. Now let's add the water, because it is a soup. So I'm gonna add about 3 of these cups. All right, guys, so now we're gonna let this boil, and then we're gonna cover it and slow down the fire. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic and salt and some pepper. This should be enough. We can add more later if we need to. Don't wanna overdo it, some pepper. Let's chop up the tomatoes as well. The cool thing about this soup is that you make it once, and you can make it 3 or 4 or 5 meals out of one prep, right? So you invest the time to make it once, and then you can split this into a bunch of meals, and then basically you can have a week worth of food, right? If you split it up correctly. Of course, you gotta freeze it. If not, it's gonna go bad. But it's delicious, it's healthy, and it's vegan, and it's super good. Guys, this is looking super freaking delicious. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the tomatoes. And we're gonna add the zucchini. And we're gonna let it simmer there. Let's mix it up. Look at all this delicious veggies. The soup's been boiling for about 20-25 minutes, and it's ready to go. It's freaking delicious. Now, let's go ahead and add the spinach at the end to give it the green. And by the way, guys, if you want some help with your vegan fitness transformation, you're a bit confused, you don't know what to do, you can go to jackedvegancall.com. You're gonna fill out a quick questionnaire telling me about your goals, what you wanna accomplish, what's been holding you back. And then after you fill out the questionnaire, you're gonna book a call with my team, okay? We're gonna go over your goals, your struggles, and figure out exactly what you need to do to accomplish your fitness goals, okay? So that's jackedvegancall.com. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out because it's looking freaking delicious, okay? So come over here and just look at how beautiful this soup looks. And after this, we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit, and this is basically ready to go. That's delicious. All right, guys, so let's go over the amounts of each ingredient, and then after that, I'll tell you the exact macros of the whole recipe, okay? This recipe has 250 grams of brown lentils, 200 grams of carrots, 200 grams of tomatoes, 300 grams of sweet potatoes, 1 pack of smoky maple bacon tofurkey tempeh, and 150 grams of raw onions. One more thing, the spinach, I just added by feel. You can add as much as you want, and I don't really count it because it's spinach. So just add 1-2 fistfuls of spinach, and that should be more than enough. All right, so let's go over the ingredients and the macros of this whole thing. Okay, so this whole thing has 71 grams of protein, 173 grams of carbohydrates, and 13 grams of fat. Now, I like to divide this all into 8 servings, so it's basically 8 meals. And if we divide everything by 8, then the total numbers for each meal, they're gonna be 9 grams of protein, 22 grams of carbohydrates, and 2 grams of fat. Obviously, this is just the base of the meal. If you wanna add some extra, I don't know, tofu or maybe some seitan to increase the amount of protein, you can totally do that. But this works great as the base of the meal or just as a meal itself. It is freaking delicious. So that is the recipe. So this is freaking delicious. You should go ahead and try it because you are gonna love it, okay? By the way, if you want some help with your vegan fitness transformation, there's a link in the description. It leads to my free Facebook group. It's completely free, and I go live there every once in a while with my coaches. We post exclusive content. We have a great community. So yeah, feel free to click on that and join my group. That is it for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I got more awesome videos when it comes to vegan fitness, nutrition, training, mindset dropping soon. Signing off.